I just recorded nearly 3 hours with Jake Hanrahan of Popular Front. About 90 minutes of that is talking about True Detective Seasons 1 and 2. I was going to do a series a while back called Almost Movies, because I am interested in dissecting what makes for a film, because we're at a point where all these boundaries for what the designated mediums are is kind of dissolving a little bit. And I hate people that are like, I remember back in 2009, 2010, I think it was Bloody Disgusting, the horror website. I used to read horror articles to keep up with what's happening. And one of these websites released like their 10 best horror movies of the year. And number one, 10 best horror movies was season 1 of The Walking Dead. Made me violently angry. Made me sick to my stomach. Never read them again, and I didn't. Never went back to that website. Such shit. It's like, no, just say movies are bad. This is not a movie. You can say this is a new range for television to reach. The golden age of television. You have Breaking Bad, Mad Men, Walking Dead. Walking Dead doesn't belong in that conversation. Sorry, I'm not snorting Adderall before the show and my sinuses are giving out. It's just, I can't breathe through my nose a lot of the time. First of all, so I'm not entirely opposed to adopting this idea that some television shows can be films. Okay? Something like, what did Perfume Nationalists talk about? I love Perfume Nationalists, that podcast. I just subscribed to their Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon. How about that? Patreon.com/LowRes. But also give them a listen. They are fantastic. They covered what's his name? Fassbinder. Not Michael Fassbender. Fassbinder, the German filmmaker who also died prematurely. He died far younger than Cassavetes. He died in his 30s from something. I don't know. Maybe his heart gave out. He was pretty fat. He had a mustache like mine. They were talking about Alexander Berlin Platz, which is a television show, 12 episodes, and it was released in the United States as a film, which, it's 12 hours, something like that, maybe even more. I think they had to break it up. I think I heard on Perfume Nationalists they had to break it up over 2 nights in theaters. That I would consider a movie. Even if it's 12 episodes, why not? If it's all the same writer and director, it's their singular vision, then maybe that could be a movie. The Walking Dead is not a movie. Season 1 first of all, it's got to be confined. It has to have a definitive beginning and end, okay? Something like True Detective Season 1, where you have Cary Fukunaga as the director, and you have Nick Pizzolatto as the writer, and that's it. You have the same actors. The storyline does not continue in the subsequent seasons, although they are in the same universe. I register Season 1 of True Detective in my head as a movie. Season 2, I don't. Season 3, I don't. Season 1, I do. And I think it's because of the singular vision. I think it's because you have the same writer and director. And that is so important. It's why The Walking Dead will never be a movie. However, the pilot episode of Smallville, that Tom Welling CW, formerly WB, series, was released in Canada as a movie. So that's a movie. The Walking Dead will never be a movie. Actually, I think there is a Walking Dead movie coming out, but you know what I'm saying right now. Nothing that was broadcast as part of the series on AMC is a movie. Family Guy did this. Family Guy has no integrity. Family Guy released 3 episodes of their program back in 2002 or something, whenever they were on the verge of coming back, when they were being successful on Adult Swim. They released 3 episodes where I think, what's his name? Stewie goes into the future, meets his adult self, and they released that as a movie. Okay. The minute you integrate that, the minute you chop up that movie into 3 episodes and put it into the subsequent season, it is no longer a movie. You just shot your integrity. Not a movie. The Simpsons movie is a movie. That Family Guy special, the Star Wars specials that are literally just straightforward remakes of the Star Wars movies and hardly have any jokes in them. Not movies. Smallville pilot, movie. Salem's Lot, TV movie released in theaters in a re-edit, then a movie. It, 1990. You could argue it's not a movie. I think it's a movie. A lot of people consider it a movie. Here's my thing. I think if it's a TV movie, if it's a TV miniseries, right? Miniseries here. If it's a TV miniseries and it's only 2 parts, that's a movie. 3 parts, maybe. 7 parts, no dice. That's a show. Maybe. Twin Peaks The Return. David Lynch did 17 episodes, 18 episodes. Directed all of them. This 70-something-year-old man directed 18 hours of television. Wrote them as well with Mark Frost. Wrote and direct 18 hours. That's insane. Is it a movie? No. It's not a movie. In my head, I register it as a movie, but it is not a movie. Too many episodes. True Detective, I can hear the argument. But it's not a movie. As much as it would be great, it's not a movie. So, anyway, all that to say, I'm very interested in the line between television and movie. So I was going to do a series called Almost Movies. Might still do this, kind of like how I'm doing a series within a series with my podcast Movies, a podcast about the act of cinema, where we're doing auteurs. So we did John Carpenter. We did 3 parts on John Carpenter, Hans and I, where we talked about all his films. We did a great Michael Mann episode with Kid Polaroid, who's, I don't know if he's still hanging out, but he joined us for that. And I want to do more on Michael Mann. I want to do his 90s work soon, because I just finally got almost fully caught up on that, I believe. Oops, sorry. Yo, Pooba, you see, I know this much is true. In my head, is that a movie? It is a movie. It is a movie. Derek Cianfrance. Here's why I consider I Know This Much Is True, starring Mark Ruffalo, the HBO miniseries. Here's why I consider it a movie. He never dabbled in television before. Derek Cianfrance, the director. He only did The Place Beyond the Pines. What was it? The Light Across the Oceans, I believe the title was. That was his 3rd film. And Blue Valentine was his debut, unless you count some awful short from 1998, which I don't. He did those movies, then he does the HBO series, and that is probably the most cinematic thing I've seen this year, including Family Romance LLC, which is deliberately shot poorly by Werner Herzog on like a handy cam. It has great performances across the board, very great, captivating story. It's 6 episodes, I think, 6. So you can finish it in one sitting, if you so choose. I would make the argument that's a movie. Put it in theaters, then it's a movie. Don't put it in theaters. Put it out on Blu-ray, put it out on DVD. And don't say the complete series. Just say, I know this much is true, then it's a movie.